Hello guys, what's up? I believe you are doing well. This is Mr. Wex, and this is a quick update on gold. So earlier this week, I gave out the analysis that I'm expecting gold to take out my premium level at 34,550 level, and I was also expecting price to probably push all the way to 3,500 level, and that is exactly what price did. We did see a breakout. Price did break out exactly from the range and head all the way to my 3,500 level, and exactly we got a rejection at that point and price has been dropping. Technically, I'm not supposed to be trading again, but for the sake of the community, I had to come do this update because already we had secured a massive 1,400 pips from this bullish push. So basically, now the market is too juicy, it's too the opportunities are just too many to just leave money on the table. So of course that is why I'm still sticking around. Of course, today's Wednesday, we still have Thursday and Friday to go, so let's see what the market will bring. Now the main essence of this update is to give us an idea of my expectation. So previously when I put out the analysis, I made mention that if price take out the lower boundary of this range, we are looking forward for price heading to this zone, and of course it should technically drop to the next zone. My analysis was based off the 4-hour time frame. All right, so basically on this note, price rejected and came back to the zone or to the range for which I referenced, and now we did see price break below this range. So a couple of pointers here. I'm expecting price to still drop all the way to this zone because this is an accumulative zone. So I'm expecting price to take out this zone and probably drop to this demand before we can see a possible push to the upside once again, because I don't think the bulls are done. The bulls are still in play, just that of course market cannot move in a straight line. We need to see some series of correction before a continuation. So of course on that note, I had to take advantage of this juicy setup right here. For those of us who have been following me, for those of us in the community, you understand how we pick our trade. So all I needed to do was, when I saw this gap price push back up, we did see that this structure was being taken out after establishing this particular intermediate structure. This previous structure was taken out by this, and I did see a push. All I need to see is a little push correction, so to say, to the upside. Then of course I know price is ready to come to go bearish. So all I needed to do was to step down to my 15 minutes time frame, where you can see the structure very clear. We did see a price push, price drop, creating a low. Now at this point I realize that the lower the bearish structure is about to hold. So I need to see a structural break, which happened at this point. At this point, I am ready for my entry strategy 1, and price this push to this level. All I was waiting for was for the time, the right time, because as a trader you need to have a specific time you trade, because you also need to understand when there's volume in the market, because volume of course is what you need to push price either in your direction if you are right, or against you if you are wrong. So all I need to do was wait for this timing, and of course price broke my trend line, retested, and then of course I had my first entry. Then I did have my second entry at this point, which is what I refer as a confirmed entry, and of course I wrote the price down here. Now let me give you a hack on another strategy that I apply on gold, which is 85% accurate. So of course I'm just giving this as a bonus. So now what I needed to do here to add as a confluence was, the moment I saw this structure break on the 15 minutes time frame, I just had to go pull my fib. And since I'm looking for a downward trend, those of you who feel you know how to draw fib, please don't come for me. This is how I draw it, and this is how it's been working for me. Those in the community can testify, and guys are really making money from this. All right, so I put my fee and looking for my 23. Right here, you can see price retested the 23. So all I'm waiting for is for a double top. At this point, we got a double top. And you can see this is some few minutes to New York Open. My timeline here is GMT. So in confluence with my trend line, there was a setup right here. So that is how we were able to rake in a whopping 1:3.36. Yeah, I think so. 1.36 risk reward. So all I needed to do, put my entry, put my stop loss, and I always head for the 127, and that is where I exited right about there. So you can see that is a whopping 1:3.5 risk reward, and that is how I am ending my trading week, because I'm not necessarily looking out to trade on gold again, because I've caught the buy and I've also caught the sell. So basically that is it, and the main essence of this update is just to give you guys some clue for those who will still be looking forward to trade gold. I'm still expecting gold to continue bearish into this demand zone and all the way to this zone right here before we can actually anticipate another aggressive push to the upside. So this is it from me. Trade safe and peace.